Offroader just came out. I'm going to try to rank as high as possible in a bunch of different maps, and I think mines could go well, so I might start there. I'm also going to test how it drives over lava, mud, and water. I have no parts, unfortunately, but I can max out the vehicle and then become depressed as my coins go way down. Yeah, my setup's a bit cooked. I usually play on my computer for videos, but I updated it on my phone, and now I can't play on my computer until the update comes out for everyone, so that's why the setup looks a little bit weird. Anyway, I wanted to start in mines because this thing is supposed to be able to drive on water, mud, and lava, I think. But mines has lava pits, so I think I was being a little bit too optimistic with getting any records. Maybe I'll be able to rank high because there aren't so many people getting 10Ks and not that many people have unlocked the vehicle yet. But also not having tuning parts is not the most helpful thing. At least it's not a vehicle like ATV or, I mean, I guess ATV is pretty good on its own because of the hook, but it's not a vehicle that relies on a setup, I don't think. So that's a good thing. It also has a fuel tank of 52 seconds, I want to say, which is really insane. So without parts, this is a super solid vehicle. I'm also just thinking other vehicles sometimes have a hard time getting up hills and you need wheelie or coin boost or something, but this has cam, so I don't know. I guess the only thing I'm thinking of is like wings is always something nice to have. Okay, wait, I want to test this here to see what this looks like. Can I just sit on the lava as long as I want? No. So I think something that would be more noticeable is if I go onto bog and try to drive over a mud pit and it can do that. Like, I don't think it's as noticeable with lava that you can kind of just glide over it. With the pits that come later on in the map, I'll try it again, maybe. I think my first impression of this was kind of before I've played it now. Of course, it's different that I've actually played it now, but this is so much more OP than I realized, and oh, actually, I don't know how strong the roll cage is. So things that I'm noticing, first of all, the cam is quite good, but the wheels have this way of adapting. It's different than tank because it kind of looks like tank, but it's separated into two wheels, which makes it a lot stronger. I've only hit my head on a ceiling once, but it seems like the roll cage is decent. You know, it's not like a really thin roof like muscle car or something like that. I'm halfway through. I haven't had any low fuels yet. I'm trying to think of a way that I would die. I don't think the hill around 7-1 or whatever that is will be difficult. And mines has fuels that are pretty frequent, so I also don't think it's going to be so much of an issue. Okay, another lava pit. I'm going to risk this and just drive right over it. Holy! So I guess you can still sink into stuff as long as you're driving quickly, like how the snowmobile drives over water, then it's fine. Oh, I'm actually at a low fuel. I think I made some mistake earlier. I don't know if I got a fuel in between the mistake and now, but another lava pit, why not just test it out and see what happens? I think if I land too hard in the lava, that could cause a problem, though. How does this rank among other fuel lengths? I think this is definitely on the longer side, but I don't know. Is this number one? I'm not sure. Oh, this is a huge lava pit. I really want to drive right over this. It's so satisfying. That's actually insane. All right, look at this. I might kind of mess up here. That's crazy. I don't even think that was cam. It might just be the OP tires. Yeah, the cam is very nice on those types of hills. I don't even know if it's necessary because, or maybe the cam kind of activates and I don't realize it because I only think that the cam activates when the animation shows, but that might not be the case. This is the spot where I was kind of thinking, like, not that there would really be an issue, but there might be a bit of a test just because the angle is so steep and the fuel is not yet, but well, we're about to find out. My driving is not the best at the moment. It's gonna be fine though, yeah. So if I had to guess for the rest of the run, that's going to be the closest call. Oh, and usually, or at least for, I remember for Rally Car, and I guess Buggy as well, at the very end of the map, there's that weird lava pit where you kind of might land in it in a bunch of cases, but it's like you think you might die, but it'll be fine with Offroader. I guess the only thing is like landing weird like this, wings would be nice, but the back wheel is so strong that it actually doesn't matter. All right, we're at this thing. I think it's only a couple hundred meters further. Wait, can I just do this and then keep going up? I think there's a way that you can land where this actually isn't great, but I think like I should be able to go here, and I wonder if both things are touching. I don't know. I think you can activate cam pretty well like that, where wings would usually be helpful and just, oh, I'm supposed to go quickly past this, aren't I? Wait, am I? I don't even know. Yeah, I think I am. Okay, I'm low fuel, but there is a thing here. Bit of a mistake. I kind of forgot how this map works. Fortunately, it won't cost me the run, though. All right, second outside part. I'm not low fuel. I'm collecting one, though, which is good. I don't think this area is so difficult. It's really, I mean, I would say it's that I have to be careful at the end of the map, but that's really not a difficult spot at the end. Oh, cam, there we go. Like, this last stretch, as long as I don't flip or lose the fuel, run out of fuel from some area, I'm basically skipping this, but it almost feels like I'm going faster when I go over the lava. Maybe it's just because whenever I'm entering the lava pits, I'm going slowly and then I floor it as I drive through. But yeah, basically 9,000 meters here. I guess I could just go through the lava pits for no reason. Well, I'll do it here. Oh. Well, there's the risk of that, I guess. Anyway, let's get to the end here. There was a spot at the second outside part where these metal bridges or whatever were giving me a lot of trouble, and it actually took me a couple tries because I kept dying there. All right, these should be fine as well. I'm basically 500 meters off of the 10K. Another fuel coming up, which is good. All right, so usually this is a spot that I'd kind of have trouble with, but oh my gosh. I think it literally, I don't think. I'm pretty positive that you go so much faster when you're driving over off-road stuff. I guess that's kind of the point. It's almost like it's the vehicle's name. Okay, 100 meters away. Fuel should be okay, but at this spot, I don't know what the best way to do this is. I think I'm just going to drive straight over it, though, because it's not even... Alright, hopefully I don't die. I honestly might run out of fuel. Like, I might not collect the next thing, which would kind of be annoying, because I want it to keep going. Oh, this is so sad. Wait. Okay, no, I'm going to get it. Alright. Because I did really want to keep going. I think I can improve a bit. I checked my ranking. When I died for that first time, or not the first time, whenever I died at 8,000, I checked my ranking and I think I was 11th. Of course, these rankings are kind of misleading because, no one has the vehicle yet. And this could be bad. Oh, but I might clutch. Look at that! Offroader doing its thing. I don't know what my all-time record is for mines, but I might be able to do kind of well. I feel like the lava pits and stuff start to get weird. So maybe, if I die, no. Oh, this roll cage is really strong. Wow, hold on. Actually, when you're falling this fast, yeah, it's easy to die like that. So if you go too quickly into the lava, you can definitely die. 10,800 meters. Let's check the ranking top all time. I'm lagging a bit. And for Offroader, number 3. Oh, I would have been number 2 if I got, wait, also wait, am I in local? Oh no, okay, alright, boom. I'm gonna move on to Bog next because I want to see how the Offroader does. Oh wait, let's check stars. I think I ranked up, maybe. No, I'm very close. But yeah, I want to see how Bog does with the mud. Oh wait, the water as well. Oh, I'm going so quickly. I forgot the water as well. I was gonna go into forest to test it, but I completely didn't even remember that there's water in Bog. Yeah, it's kind of just like Snowmobile, but it feels better for some reason. I don't have Snowmobile maxed out, so maybe that's why. Here's a good water spot. Oh, whoa. I don't really know because I've hardly played this vehicle, but I feel like it does better in outside area. Or maybe I'm just better at driving in outside area. But with mines, even though there's the roll cage, it felt like I could kind of die here and there. All right, wait. Here's the first bit of mud. I'm going to go inside of it. I'm going to risk it. Oh, nice. Okay. My guess is it's the same thing with the lava, where if you kind of stay there for too long, you'll be able to sink. So I don't want to test that. But very cool. Mud pits are not an issue now. Alright, it looks like I'm going to land directly on one. Let's see how that goes. Oh, okay, so with the lava, I feel like if I was landing hard and directly, I would definitely die, but it seems like that's not the case with the mud. Kind of a bad landing. Let's see. I'm gonna try this again, landing directly on it. Yeah, I think it's fine. Oh, something else I'm wondering about. I don't know if it says it in the description. I feel like the description just talks about water, lava, and mud. What about the sand pits in Desert Valley? So I'm at 6,000 meters, basically. A little off of that, but I haven't had issues with fuel yet. I don't know if there's going to be stuff that gets more difficult. Bog is not a map I'm really familiar at all with. Usually it's the mud pits that I think about and I worry about, but I don't know if there's other stuff like later on that I'll have to pay attention for. First low fuel. I'm a bit surprised, but 7,200 meters. I'm stepping onto the fuel. Oh, this thing broke so easily. This is also a spot that I'll sometimes have trouble with, and even though that wasn't so smooth, I got by this area pretty quickly. Yeah, and I know there's a mud pit here that I've definitely died in a handful of times before. I'm not even going to try to skip it. I want to drive through it, honestly. I feel like I landed pretty hard on that as well, and it was completely fine. I don't want to jinx it. I feel like I always jinx it when I say something like what I'm about to say, but I've never done a Bog 10K on first try, I don't think. I only have, like, 2 10Ks, so not that much room for getting a 10K anyway. Okay, I'm again low fuel, so honestly, this might not be so easy. Having some parts could definitely make me more confident on this. I think this is kind of where the map gets more flat. I feel like I've mentioned this in the past, but I am really, really low fuel. I'm not dying yet, though. Almost at 9,000 meters. Probably only 2 or possibly 3 fuels left. I'm feeling confident, though. Unlike before, I feel like I can do this. The flat terrain helps. I feel like I'm making so much more ground. Yeah, this fuel is Not a close call, which is nice. I like when maps sort of become easier towards the end. Maybe it's a little bit counterintuitive, but kind of like beach. I like that sort of stuff. I think this is going to be the last fuel before 10K. Another mud pit. This might be a bit of a historic video because I don't think I get 10Ks so frequently. Maybe with rally car or whatever, I feel like I always say that. But yeah, this is some good progress. And look at that, 10,000 stars, 10,000 meters driven. I died here with muscle car. So actually, well, I think my rally car record is a handful further. I remember the Kanga going pretty well, but let's see how far I can get. Okay, no fuel in sight. Actually, oh, it's gonna be really close. Holy. All right, it looks like 11K is gonna be the end. Maybe not, actually. I keep thinking, well, actually, all right, it's not gonna be the end. But two really close calls, so I can't see myself getting much more than like a couple thousand meters, if even that. All right, no way, I'm coming up on my rally car record. I am low fuel. I really hope I can get to this, though. I think I definitely can. All right, so maybe I'll start getting some distance bonuses. All right, it looks like my time is over just before 15K. So that's an all-time best for me. Let's go to all-time off-roader. I'm 5th. Wow, people did pretty well in this one. After this run, something very tragic happened. I was playing Desert Valley, some crazy close calls, 100% like a boss moments should have been this video, but I was not recording. I've actually been pretty lucky, and I don't think I've ever had a file corrupt, but I unfortunately can't show you this, and I tried to get the replay, but I couldn't. And then I played Winter. I did pretty well. Also wasn't recorded, but I have the audio, and I'll put the replay on. Sorry, I can't do any better. Something I frequently notice, I think, in Winter is that the grip is obviously not great in general, but it's a lot worse on the ice, and I feel like the off-roader on the ice is doing really well. I think the grip in general with the off-roader is better than the average vehicle. But that's another feature that I appreciate. I guess it makes sense, again, because of the name of the vehicle. I think there's more ice later on, so we'll see what happens there. I feel like the last time I played Winter was with Formula, and going through all of these obstacles again with a vehicle that has so much more fuel feels like a completely different game almost. So I've finished the second cave, and I think the map, not yet, but it gets pretty hilly soon. And because I don't have wings and, I don't know, coin boost or overcharge turbo or whatever, this might not be so great. I might not be able to get that far. The next couple thousand meters, I always say this and then I die, but I think it gets worse towards the end when you get closer to the 10K, especially without wings. Oh, some ice. Let's see how this goes. Look at this. It might just be when you hit stuff with the back wheel, it goes really fast, so it's giving the illusion of driving quickly. I don't know, even that just there felt better than usual. Another nice thing about this vehicle is that if you're driving quickly towards a vertical object and you hit it with the front of your wheel, or at least I've found that you won't really flip over, and it's pretty safe. I guess this is kind of what I'm talking about. I remember this was an issue with Formula, but maybe landing on this back wheel will kind of make me go quick and not cause problems. Oh, I've gotten into a really bad position here. Actually, never mind, it's fine. Let's see how landing on a hill like this works. Holy! I don't know if it's better to land on the back wheel there or to try to land on both at once. Almost like landing boost, even though it doesn't exist. Okay, I might have really underestimated this vehicle or overestimated Winter. I'm again probably saying that too soon, but look at that. If I do that on any hill, obviously that's not a big hill that I just did it on, but as these hills get huge, which they haven't yet, maybe this will just be easy. Famous last words. I need to stop. I just need to stop. For some reason, these hills are not as steep as I remember. I think they get higher. Okay, well, yeah, this one's getting higher. But I feel like, I don't know why I expected them to be so much more. From this run, more than others, I feel like, oh, I got the 10K. I didn't even notice. And I might be able to get this fuel, but I feel like I definitely understand why jump shocks does not exist on this. I wonder if landing boost even exists. All right. 10,600. Of course, let's see the ranking once again. I don't know how good this one is going to be. Oh, 3! Wait, is that my best one? Wow. When I'm back on my computer, I'll get mastery for Rally Car. Thanks for watching. Bye.